Hey Filipino, Filipino Arbonistas, I'm here to help you, to show you a ube cake hack. It's somewhat compliant. It does use pure cane sugar, but you can use any other sugar that you want. I find that it works well with pure cane sugar, and it's only a treat here and there. It tastes better that way. But you could use stevia or any of the other sugar replacements that we use in 30 Day to Healthy Living. I'll post the recipe. I'm gonna make it now, and then later on when it comes out of the oven, I'll take a picture. But I prepared everything ahead of time, and I'm gonna show you. You won't be able to see my face because you're gonna be seeing all of this. So let me just get the recipe. Okay. So let's see, I just want to make sure if there's any questions that I can see you. Okay, so I just started really with what I did was I wanted to make sure, instead of using a spray baking thing, I wiped this with grapeseed oil and I put the almond flour. You get this at BJ's or Whole Foods. It's a lot cheaper when you buy it there. And coat the pan with the almond flour once you've wiped down all the surfaces. Now, with a pan like this that comes out, you want to make sure you really get it at the bottom because that's where it sticks the most. So you start off with that and you put your oven at 350 degrees. I'll put this aside and I'm going to put I already put 1 cup of almond flour in my bowl. So put that aside. And then we're going to do 1/4 cup of vegan melted butter or grapeseed oil or coconut oil. This is grapeseed oil. So I'm going to put that in here. I guess I should show you that. Okay. So I'm going to put the grapeseed oil in there. And then the next is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and ube extract. So ube extract you could get at Amazon.com. That's where I bought these. There's like 2 bottles. It's like $15. And a little goes a long way. Like literally, if you get this on your hands, and your hands will be purple. So I put it in this thing with this is 1 teaspoon of ube extract and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract too. So I'm gonna put that in there and make sure I don't get it on my hands. But look at that nice purple color. I love this ube color. It's one of my favorite colors. So anyway, you don't want to like waste any Sayang, right? So you want to like make sure you get all that out. So there's that. And so that was the vanilla and the ube extract and the almond flour and the vegan melted butter, or in my case, grapeseed oil. Then you want a 1/2 cup of cane sugar or any other sugar alternative. Again, you could use stevia or xylitol. I find that the mixture between the cane sugar and the almond flour is the best. It works the best. So, and this is actually for my son, so I'm okay with giving him the cane sugar. But you can mix and figure out which one works the best for you. So that's in there. The next will be 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And look, this is one of our scoops, I think from the Evolution Full Control. Anyway, 1 scoop of this is worth, let's see, what did I write here? It's worth 1 teaspoon, this scoop. So I use it in here. I always recycle our scoops in our thing. And you put 2 teaspoons of that. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt. Sea salt's really good, or kosher salt. Just 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. 4 large eggs or vegan egg replacement. And then 1 to 2 tablespoons of this ube powder, which is organic. I also bought this on Amazon. It's organic ube powder pulverized, not the kind that you use for halayat. That one is very grainy. This is very powdery, so that's good to use. Look at that nice purple color. The other thing I want to show you here is I believe this is one of our scoops, maybe from the Fiber Boost. So I use that for all my scoops, all of my things in my house that I recycled. And then you just mix that up. You can use it in a food processor, or one of these hand beaters, or your KitchenAid, or you can mix it by hand. Just make sure everything is mixed really well. So you see that purple color come out, right? And it's funny because even though we didn't separate the white from the yolk, it does come out like a chiffon cake, even though, and I tried to even do it as a chiffon cake, doing it separately, and it tastes just the same. So it's going to be light and fluffy, not too sugary. A lot of my people that aren't even on the 30-day to healthy living plan will eat this and say, this is a really yummy cake. Doesn't taste like it's on plan. So you just make sure you mix that and make sure it's nice and mixed. No clumps, especially the ube can kind of clump up. So that looks pretty good. Then you pour it into your pan. I'm not showing you how to pour it. Okay. There you get all that. You don't want to waste. No sayang. Walang sayang dito. Oh, I could smell the ube. Oh my goodness. So you really want to grab every little piece. This is a small pan. It's not your average 9 to 8 inch pan, bundt cake pan. But you could even do this like mamon style, like in little pans, or a larger pan will just be flatter. So I already baked preheated my oven. So I'm going to put it in there. Top shelf in the middle. I do it for 15 minutes, and then I check it, because each stove is different, so I'll check it. But I will check back with you later, and I'll show you how it turns out. Okay, bye. So I took this out of, see, it doesn't really rise that much, but I have to tell you, it's very light and airy. I took it out. It actually took in my oven about 25 minutes, but I always start at 15 and I always check, because you want to take it out so that the thing is not too dry, like it has still little flakes, so that when it cools, it's still moist. Okay. So here's your ube cake. It's gluten-free. It's not vegan unless you use vegan replacement eggs. And again, I use pure cane sugar, but you could use other sugars like stevia and things like that. My son likes it the best when I use almond flour and pure cane sugar, but again, you could use low glycemic agave or anything like that. So I just wanted to cut that for you and see how rich that purple, it's not coming off well with the selfie light, but it's really light. And I like to serve this with some coconut ice cream, vegan ice cream. So there's one made by So Delicious that's coconut with, it's called coconut macaroon. So it's almost like you have like makapuno in the ice cream. It's so good. I don't even have any here, but I'm gonna post a picture with the recipe. But get this So Delicious coconut macaroon ice cream. You put it on top, and then there's also the coconut whipped cream topping. You put that both on top, and I'm telling you, it's like you're eating at Goldilocks or Red Ribbon. It's very good. I brought this to my mom's potluck, and all of the Filipinos are like, this is healthy? Oh my God, it tastes so good. Anyway, so you could see it's a really nice purple, very light. Again, don't over bake it or else it'll be too dense. But when you stick I use a skewer to pull it out, it should still have a little bit of this, like, little crumbs, not too dry, or else it might, over time, would be too dry. But anyway, I'm going to taste it. Very good, not too sweet. So these are ways we can introduce to the Filipino community healthier ways to eat. As most of you know, I'm a physician and I never ate healthy prior to Arbonne. but I found ways to do these different food hacks, and I'm going to share them with you on this page. And next, another one that I do is a shrimp lumpia, and I use all of the same ingredients, except instead of pork, I use shrimp that I put in the food processor. And then I have over here an air fryer. So I just put like sesame oil on the shrimp, on the lumpia wrapper, and I put it in there. It's not exactly like lumpia Shanghai, but it's a good hack for the times that like you really want something, but you know, something Filipino, but you want to stay on plan. I could even show you how to make lumpia wrapper if you really want to go gluten-free. But these are just one of the things. This is my ube cake. You can bring this to any party, even non-Filipino party. The people love this. And again, I would serve it with that coconut macaroon. So delicious. It's called So Delicious Coconut Milk Ice Cream. And it's the brand. This is coconut macaroon. I believe I got it at Whole Foods. You serve it with this and your coconut whipped cream. And it's like a dessert that you buy at a Filipino restaurant. So I hope you saw. So this is the part 2 of my cooking part. I took it out while I was, you know, it took about 18 minutes at 350 degrees. Another way that I did this is at the dollar store, they already have the bundt pans, and I put this in, and then when it comes out, I just wrap the bundt pan in cellophane and give it as a gift. So anyway, that's just one of the things I wanted to show you. I'm so happy about this community. I feel that we have a lot to offer for our community and to build our community within the Arbonne community, because we are totally in alignment with the company's vision of mind, body, skin, but also just community and helping people and boosting people up. And I think that we have yet to show our voice in Arbonne, and that we have what it takes to be a good driving force of where Arbonne is going to go in the future. So please share with the people in Arbonne as well, Filipino and non, but also with your Filipino community, because sometimes, you know, they don't know exactly what we do. And if we show them how to eat healthier and show how we can incorporate this into our Arbonne regimen, our Arbonne products, and vice versa, maybe they'll have more of an open heart to join us. So thank you for watching. And I will post all of my pictures, the recipe. I showed you the 2 things that I used that were ube. I bought those on Amazon.com. They're in the other video. And until next time, have a good weekend. Salamat po. I will see you soon. Bye.